Very good to see y'all. By the way, I have a goal. Oh, no. Let me get back. Okay. Let me get back. So I'm telling y'all about how TikTok has kicked me out of their creator rewards program. So here is my TikTok page, right? Why did you get put out? So this is my page. All right. This is my page 10.7. Yo, Ty, thank you so much. So this is my page, right? This is my page. And I basically blew up on TikTok from reaction stuff. So I've done some reaction videos. You know what I'm saying? You'll see some of my reactions really, is doing some numbers. Not all of them, but I've had one that went like a million plus, you know what I'm saying? So let me see where I've been, mostly like 200,000, 700,000, 500,000, 500,000, you know what I'm saying? And the list goes on and on. Let me see, where's my most? This one is 1.1 million right here. I did 1.1 million there. 300,000. Where was my most viral one? 1.6 million was the most I've done on this app right here. And it was this one. It was this one we did some time ago, right? 1.6 million. It got 16,000 shares, 807. Yeah, all of that. So boom, right? Basically, we are over here, right, growing from reactions. But then TikTok, once I hit 10,000, it seems like everything switched, bro. No lie. It seems like everything switched. And I'm gonna keep it a band. Ever since TikTok is owned now by the US government, it has not been the same, bro. It has not been the same. You know what I'm saying? It has not been the same. And some of you guys can attest to that, because y'all could see some of the activity, some of the algorithm problems, I don't know what it is. So bam. It seems like when I hit 10 I'm on my way to 11,000. I'm on my way. Then TikTok starts flagging me. I'm posting my reactions like normal. They start flagging me for my reactions, saying it's unoriginal content. I'm like, but wait, we've never had an issue with this before, because reaction content is content and it's yours. Because they even have a thing where you could stitch. That's reaction content. Like what are we talking about? Right? What are we talking about? I'm real deal, because I want to come closer, right? I'm real deal over here like, okay, maybe it's just a glitch or a bug or something. I don't know. Then they start flagging certain videos to where they're like, hey, if you get 5 of these, you need to start, you're going to start, if you get 5 of these videos flagged, you're not going to be able to be a part of the program anymore. So then I posted the other day, right? The other day I posted my my video of the fireworks, right? Of the fireworks show gone wrong. They flagged my video and they said as community guidelines violation. But YouTube and Instagram are playing my video. So what are you talking about, TikTok? Like, what are we talking about here? So they flagged my video, and then I posted another reaction video. Didn't think about it, right? It was the Terry. Peel out, Terry. Come on, Terry. Or revert, put it in reverse, Terry. They flagged they struck that video again as another strike. So you can imagine, I went from earlier this year, I'm talking about traction. I'm posting these videos. I'm getting the traction I need. I'm getting the traction I need, right? Because it's not just that Instagram going, this is growing. I'm like, oh snap, we about to have a double entendre of growth. Cool, right? And regardless, this doesn't define me. It's just one of these things where I'm like, TikTok, what are we doing? Because they're talking about post our clips everywhere. I can't post my reactions and grow because you're stunting my growth. But I will say it is a cool thing that there was a video that reached 11,000 on there of Casanat pulling I Just Love Puzzles into Streamer University. You know what I'm saying? So, and they actually flagged that video as unusable. So I'm like, what are we doing? What is unusable about this?
Wide open.
So we cannot, like, we seriously cannot use this, bro. We can't use reaction. We can't even post the content that you're pushing my content into your algorithm with this. So as a creator, why wouldn't I keep doing that? Because if that's what's helping me grow, you're basically telling me that this is what TikTok is loving right now. Your TikTok is bringing this, so I'm going to keep feeding that. I mean, I think that's wise. I think that's smart, and that's content smart. You know what I'm saying? So then I received an email. I'll read the email. Matter of fact, because TikTok, and I wasn't gonna even make a video on there talking about this or nothing like that, but it's just making me realize, it's making me be like, so should I continuously to post on this app at all? Because here's the kicker, they're not pushing out original clip content. They're either pushing out educational stuff, which is nothing wrong with that, or they're pushing out some total, like, you have to reuse people's sounds, or you really have to be some famous streamer in order for your posts to even, or your clips to even go crazy. So the next step is to do reaction stuff where people can react with you to laugh. Isn't that smart, right? So here's the email. It says, your account has been disqualified. It says, hi, Jordan Williams Gaming. Your account violates the creator monetization account policy and has been disqualified from the program on July 8th, 2026. If you think this is a mistake, you can submit appeal. So number one, I'm thinking in terms of a content creator, because I'm gonna just keep it a bean with y'all, right? To make money doing content is not easy. For you to even be considered among people that make money from content, you're like almost an anomaly in a way, because you figured out a lane and you're creating a business revenue for doing something that you love, and you made it to the point to where your quality is good enough to be considered amongst that. So that's why I don't ever take my content for granted. I don't ever take anything that I do or I post for granted, because even if it doesn't get a lot of views, it's the fact that it's out there so that later it could catch views, or it's just the fact that you've seen me posting. And also, you know what I'm saying? So then on top of that, right? On top of that, you disqualified my content from which y'all algorithm was pushing me to do in the first. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And also with that clippable moment of the fireworks show, why wouldn't I post that to TikTok? Because y'all need to see this is what not to do. And nobody, it would have been different if somebody died or was unalived from it, right? But nobody was unalived. It basically, we lived this was an experience I'm sharing, and I live to tell about it. What is the problem? What is the problem? Because I need to know. I need to know. Because this ain't right. It ain't right. Because this ain't right. It ain't right. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was, you know what I'm saying? I didn't realize I was. So yeah. So I mean, basically that is how I got kicked out of TikTok. The monetization thing. I hate they're doing that though. I mean, I hate it too. It sucks. And it's like one of these things where I'm like, okay, pivotal moment, because you got people out here showing videos of them breaking their arms. They out here saying egregious things like eating butt and all this crap. But, you know, or people insinuating sexual things and prefaces to certain groups or demographics or whatever the freak, but we can't even share We can't even share reaction content. Be for real, TikTok. Be for real. So it's one of these things where I'm not even upset about it. I'm just more disappointed because I'm like, dang, it's crazy if I was doing stuff like content that was violating somebody else. What we got going on? How are you, Jordan? You know what? I'm just basically sharing the story of how TikTok, yo, mommy! I'm basically sharing the story of how TikTok kicked me out of their creative monetization program for posting reaction content. So I'm basically explaining my thoughts on that. They disqualified my account. Yeah. So, okay, boom. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it again. Let's get into it again because it's going to be a real quick overview. So basically, right? I'm going to show you my TikTok. Right? So I, in the last couple months, have been able to grow on TikTok more than I ever had been. I've grown my following to 10.7K. And that's to God be the glory for all of that. All right. So I've been able, by the way, if y'all not following me on socials, follow me on all my socials. Follow me on my social. By the way, hello, mommy. I'm thinking about playing a little bit of Fortnite as well as Rivals. I know you don't play Rivals, but AV, I'm thinking about playing Rivals too. So I'll follow you on Instagram. Say what? You follow me? Get the fuck out of here. I know you lying. For real. Loner, don't lie to me. Fort, let's go. I don't stop. Toto called me and woke me up, Lord. Welcome in, y'all. So, don't mind that. That's just y'all coming in. Well, thank you so much for your support. So basically, right, I was able to gain a following by doing reaction content, right? Some of my videos, thank you. I've been able to accumulate 1.6 million, over 800,000, 500,000, 1.1 million. I've been able to, I'll be back to Marvels later this year. Let's get it. Let's get it. So I've been able to really like do some numbers on here, right? So as soon as I hit 10,000, right, something changed with TikTok. I don't know what it was. I don't know what in the room where they started all of a sudden paying attention to my, for real. Let's go. I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? And when I hit 10,000 followers, they started flagging my videos as unoriginal content, where I'm like, duh, I don't claim it as my content. I just claim this is the only part about that content is my content. It's my reaction. That is literally my commentary. That is the only thing that makes that an original piece in a way. Right? Because I don't ever fully, and plus a lot of people don't have TikTok, so I can't necessarily claim their name on there. And plus they don't even push out stuff whenever you include their name in the title. This is something I've configured by paying attention to what I've been doing, right? So then they started flagging my content. So boom, the other day, right, I posted, so for those that did not see it, right, this is my YouTube. This is my YouTube live channel, right? I have another YouTube channel, but this is my YouTube live channel. And so I made this video, right? We were doing a 4th of July bit. And one of the things, it went wrong. All right, it was 4th of July, went wrong. It was 4th of July, something went wrong where the fireworks. So I'm gonna show you if you haven't seen it. Here's going to light this up. He's lighting them both at the same time. You can show them. Look at them. This one. Get away, Corey, get away! Oh! Oh! No! 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 I've been hit! It's going to light this. So, all right. I mean, yeah, it's funny, right? It's funny. It's funny because it happened, right? It would have been different if somebody like really, like I said earlier, was unalive from it. It would have been different if somebody was really dismembered from it or hurt. And I also understand because I know fireworks is not it can be a detrimental thing when used inappropriately, right? Thank you so much, Sibo. How you doing, my friend? You know, but they flagged and struck my account to say this is violating community guidelines. I'm like, what? But then I posted on a platform like YouTube or Instagram, right? And they just went through. They went through like no other. And then I posted another video that same day. Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. They struck my account again. They struck my account again, fam. Then, okay, so let me back it up. So when I first started getting tagged for unoriginal content, they said you got 5 times until you're kicked out of this program. And I would appeal them and I would say, how is this unoriginal? You know, please explain, because nobody's giving me any explanation as to why nobody reached out to me and called me and feel like, Mr. Jordan Williams Gaming, hey, we've been seeing this activity on your account. Let's talk about some things with TikTok and new strategies that we can make sure that your stuff is not getting flagged. Because Instagram called me when I was at 10K. It was giving me the sauce. They told me what to do and how to continuously to grow, which is why I'm almost at 50K. No cap. So yeah, you know, because I've been seriously contemplating. I'm like, so should I make a video about this? Because y'all are not talking. Y'all are not telling me anything. Y'all are just striking my account. Y'all are striking my account. By the way, I grew from reactions. I grew from reactions. Yo, what's up, RPQ? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Man, TikTok, man. You got to fight TikTok. So that's why I'm like, it sucks because I'm like, okay, well, I don't mind posting other content, which before I was posting my streaming clips, but my streaming clips was doing nothing. My reactions is what got people into my, you know what I'm saying? You know, TikTok just been tripping. So they basically, RPQ, TikTok kicked me out of their creator program, their creator monetization program. No, I'm not locked out of my account. They just kicked me out of my account for making money on my post. Panda, I'm seriously like, this is crazy. But I'm gonna tell you something though, which is okay, because I understand that sometimes like the enemy thing that this is like something that's just like it's drying me out or anything with, you know, like it's trying to prevent me to stop. I was like, I'm still gonna keep posting. So, oh, you know what, Joy? Did you see the monetization video update? No, I didn't. I did not. Because matter of fact, TikTok sucks at communicating. Yes, it sucks. It sucks. It's trash. It's trash. I'm sorry for that. Everything happens. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not saying this in a sense of like, woe is me, or I'm just out here complaining. I'm gonna send you that vid. Please do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just putting this out there because I'm just like, I'm letting y'all know so y'all could be aware, right? For people that are posting, you know, sort of the content or the type of content that I do, you know, where it's like reaction based or a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? Just so you can know from my experience what to look out for. And if TikTok is stunting you, this is why. You know what I'm saying? Because no cap, I could have already been a 15, 20K right now. Like no cap. We could have all been making money. What are we doing, TikTok? But that's why I said, I always said this, YouTube is gonna outlast. If anything else fails, YouTube is gonna be there. YouTube is really where everything, hear me. YouTube is where it's at, creators. Look, Twitch, Instagram, all of these things are great, but YouTube is a search engine. YouTube is where 100 years from now, people can find your stuff and see you. This is a time capsule. It is where basically people like Michael Jackson can still get re-famous over and over again, because not only have they been out in the world and they're famous, but it is locked in a YouTube data or in a database over the internet. So if anybody want to say, oh, who is Michael Jackson? And then not only that, you got information, you got videos, you got concept work. So that is where I'm saying people like Corey Kenshin, all of these people know the deal. Burleezy, Brittany, everybody I've seen or come in contact with, the YouTube is really where it's at. It's tough, but it actually helps you to realize who's really in it for the love instead of those who are in it for the quick money. So that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, how y'all doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So, by the way, RPQ, I know you just got done playing games and stuff. AV, you as well. Me and Sweat, we're gonna run a little bit later some Marvel Rivals if y'all are open to play, especially what we got going on, you know, soon, which I need to communicate with y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got things to do. Facts. You know what I'm saying?